I'm going to try this again. I've been having a hell of a time with my computer, and I can't even blame it on Philip. The goblins have gotten the best of my inside of my hardware here, so I've been having some battles. But without the struggle, there can be no glorious victory over the goblins that live inside of your computer. So, ancient parable goes back to ancient Greece, I believe. But this is incredible. I'm going to try to say some things. It's going to come out awful. It's going to be terrible. Don't record this. I will go to prison. You'll all go to prison. I'll rat out every single one of you. I am a Fed after it's kind of like not being able to attend your own birthday party, I guess. I wish I could be there. It breaks my heart. It's upsetting, but fortunately I have an excellent legal team, and it is possible this summer that there could be a little bit of a road rage terror tour this summer, so we'll see. I have no idea how my life got here, but I suppose it transpired like everything else, one terrible decision at a time. When I first started doing this journey of terrorism and hate speech, I had no expectations beyond a hobby that would allow me to vent my many accumulating and expanding frustrations. And it's gotten to a point now where, I don't even know what to say. It's incredible, and this whole event is just, it's not something I'm going to forget anytime soon. I do want to say thank you to Andrew and the V4F guys for doing this and for everything that you continue to do and your continued efforts. Maria as well, thank you so much for everything you've done arranging this and putting this together. It's incredible, so I would like everyone to give her a round of applause for this and for everything that she's done. It's outstanding. Thank you so much. And of course to all of you guys as well. My DAG family, my terror family. All of you people are all on watch lists, I'm sure. And of course, my friends and my love Morgan, who has continuously helped me be a better person for every hour that I've known her. I've not always been the best representation of myself, and by extension, that can reflect poorly on many of you, and for that, we're all human. We all stumble. I'm never going to apologize for speaking my mind or for doing or saying what I think is right. But for the times where I may have disappointed my own friends, my family, my supporters, I am sorry for that. You all mean so much more to me than I can say. I don't care what the professional liars and the public opinion of the morally corrupt and the soulless say and do. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. I care about you guys. The amount of love and support has been tremendous and very humbling from all of the support you guys have given to me, my family, to Morgan, all of the letters that you guys sent me in prison and more. It's just, I don't know what to say. It's intense. And some people may see a room like this and use it to feed their ego. They'll showboat and they'll brag and take it as a signal or a sign that, I don't need to do anything anymore. Look at all of this. Look how great I am. Look at all these people who think isn't that great? I must be something special. I must be great. That's not me. I want to be very clear that I'm not that guy, and I will never be that guy. what I see is that all of you here and around the country have given so much to each other, to the nation, to the national conversation, at great expense to yourselves. And a lot of you guys have stuck up for me when it was hard to do. I certainly don't make it easy at sometimes. You've placed your faith and support in me, and I see this as a responsibility. I am responsible to all of you. I am responsible to prove you right. I'm responsible to prove you right by aggressively pursuing the best version of myself that I can be. Some others may see that burden as a burden of a responsibility, as something they're unhappy or unwilling to shoulder. I don't see it that way. I see it as a beautiful gift, a hard-earned gift that I may slack off and give in to the temptation to surrender and just pack it in if it was just me, but to abandon all of you and to cast aside all the support and the hopes and the faith and the energy that you've given me, to abandon all that and throw that away and give up fighting, not just for myself and for my children but for all of you, is completely outside the realm of acceptable possibility. So in a very real sense, know that you guys keep me going, you guys keep me getting out of bed every day. I can't thank you enough. Knowing all you people, many of whom are some of the best quality human beings I've ever had the honor and privilege to know. And to know that you guys are willing and continue to stand by me. Who the hell am I? It refuels and reestablishes my determination to go on fighting this on a daily basis. And if these are the kinds of people that are with us, who stands against us? And how could they possibly hope to prevail? It's funny. It's cute. 6 or 7 years ago, I took the plunge into the unknown to expose my most guarded inner thoughts, my own demons and my own aspirations. And to my genuine surprise, many of the people in this room embraced me for who I really am. 4 years ago, I began collaborating with Derek Harrison. He's the greasy guy at the back, mercilessly grifting and trying to steal your money. It's all worthless garbage, but go give him your money. He wants your money. You have money. Give him your money. It's the whole reason you're here. Anyway, we connected, and it turns out we had a lot in common. We shared a lot of sentiments, and it drew a little bit of a crowd. And the Plaid Army was born. 3 years ago, most of us didn't even know each other existed. Wandering about, lost in this hall of mirrors, this world of lies and perils, wondering as we watch everything we loved and care about burn to the ground if anything good can ever happen again. It's a lonely feeling, and I remember it well. Last year, many of us, either physically or spiritually, stood together on this new frontier, this new war for the soul of our people and our nation. You guys together stood shoulder to shoulder on the frozen streets of Ottawa, facing down police armed with automatic weapons. And they kept coming back, and they kept coming in more numbers. Undeterred and unafraid. And I'd hoped Now, obviously, many of you guys know I come from a military background. And I wasn't in the military for money, or they don't pay you much anyway. I was there because I believed in something. I believed in the spirit of what I thought this country was and what our people are. And over the years since I left the military, that had been deeply shaken. To the point that I started to wonder if I was the last of the Mohicans. Does anybody care? Am I the only one? I think that sentiment was shared across the nation by a lot of people. And did my heart grow 2 sizes? Did my cold black heart grow a couple of sizes when I saw all these guys show up? 1s and 2s and 5 at a time. Air Force, Navy, Airborne, Army guys, Special Forces, all gathering around the cenotaph for the same reason. They were there for the same purpose that I and all of us were there, that they could sense instinctually and feel in their soul and in their bones that something is not right. And I can't tell you guys how much that meant to me that you were there, that you showed up. And it was more of you guys every day. That was a year ago. There's a pattern here. You know, none of us used to know each other. Now we do. Brought together how? Brought together as a part of this ongoing fight for the sovereignty of our bodies, of our minds, and of our very souls. And we shared that space on the frozen streets of Ottawa, opposed by men with guns. And they stayed to the end. There's a reason the entire world stood up and paid attention, and for a brief moment in time, Canada was the center of the world. And that's because of you people, the people in this room, and the spirit that is alive and well in this country today. That's it. So there is a pattern here. We may be scattered, but we are many. And the strength of one of our people is equal, evidently, in weight to an entire government agency. We together, through this shared struggle, have formed a new family, a tribe that we didn't know we needed. Every year that goes by, despite the gaslighting, the pressures, the intimidations, the threats, the smears, the jailings, here we stand. Well, I'm sitting. Here we stand stronger and more defiant than ever. And I owe you all a debt of gratitude and devotion into the core of my soul that I could never properly express or display in words. I hope that you'll accept my humble efforts as one man doing his best for the people he loves. From today until my last day, as sufficient repayment. I certainly would not and could not carry on doing this alone, taking on this crusade against the darkness of the world, despite the road has been the greatest and most satisfying honor of my life. All of you made this possible. And if it were all to end tomorrow, I would go into the ground with a smile on my face. As a man who left it all on the table with the best people for the right reasons. But I've long since burned away my defeatist ways. There's a very good reason why our enemies target us all so much. There's an incredible amount of power in the room that you're in right now. Each of you in your own way, has helped shoulder the load and move the ball down the field. As individuals, a few inches here, maybe a foot or two over there. Collectively, this all adds up. I couldn't have any more pride in all of you that stood firm and continue to hold their ground in the face of what at times feels like an overwhelming force. And they are jealous. And they are afraid. And they're goddamn right to be. The mass media, government agencies, education, federal institutions, police and security forces, global think tanks, hedge funds, international communist predators, they all line up, they surround us, they surround our families, they surround our children, and they threaten our future, they threaten our existence. Despair is what they want from us, but despair is what we will take from them. We extract it, and we do extract it from them. This fight is the greatest honor that I could think of. If I were born in the future, I would look back upon the pages of history with jealousy. After everything they've done, after everything they've thrown at us, thrown at you, thrown at me, undefeated, unmoved, unshaken, stronger, and more united than ever. Despite all of the weapons and all of the attacks, here we are. Here we are, stronger and stronger with every passing day. We've taken round after round of beatings, and yet still the bloody mouth guard goes back in, and we engage, and we re-engage again and again and again, despite everything they have. They can't seem to destroy us. The gaslighting, the lies, the manipulation, the intimidation, everything they do, they throw people in jail, we'll take away your jobs, we'll take away your bank account, we'll take, and the more they take, the stronger we get anyway. Who wouldn't be afraid of an enemy like that? Every weapon you throw at them just makes them stronger somehow. You'd think they'd clue in and figure out that the only way this ends is when they surrender. Our mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, through the ages, I mean, they're real people. We remember them. Many of them are still with us, and they remember theirs, and so on. They are us, and we are them. When you consider the insane, incredible things that they've had to face, deal with, and overcome, to survive, to thrive through, to push through, just for you to be here right now. They were able to do all of this because of their spirit. That eternal, godly spirit of justice, freedom, and truth. That's the spirit that brought our ancestors and our families through all of the darkness of history. It belongs to all of us. It is alive and well. And if you don't believe me, look around the room. You can feel it in the air. Look to the person to your left and your right. They don't know who they're fucking with. This room itself is proof enough. So, just take the moment. Take the moment. I don't want you to think about me. I want you to think about yourselves and each other. Look around this family that you now belong to. Embrace each other and go away knowing that no matter what these goblins send out of the gates next, it doesn't matter what they have planned. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care what they're going to pull, what they're going to throw at us. I don't care what comes out of the tunnel next. There's absolutely nothing they have, nothing they can conjure up, nothing they can try to create in their low IQ, twisted little brains that they can throw at us that we can't fight. And if we can fight it, we can win. Unless they mock you, then they fight you, then you win. So please guard your spirits and your minds. Take care of yourselves like you would take care of your own children. And never, ever let these bastards convince you that you're not good enough, that you don't have it, that you're not strong enough, that you're anything less. Don't ever let them convince you that you're anything less than their worst fucking nightmare. Because that's exactly what you are. This whole thing, look around, this scares the shit out of these people. And it should. It would scare me. Don't accept failure. Don't accept failure. Do not accept the unacceptable. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Never yield to the evil and the corrupt. There's a better way. There's always a better way. And we'll see what happens. We'll work together. We'll pull together. We'll keep doing what we're doing because it's working. Look around. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what comes next. Because if we can't find a way, if we can't find a path out of this demented, dark, twisted forest of clowns, well, then with our bare hands, if we need to, we will rip, tear, and push down every tree in the goddamn way until the sun shines on us and on our children. Finally. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done. I can't say enough. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys again and being around all of you as soon as possible. From the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my family and everything that I care about, thank you guys so much. Okay.